What's up everyone on CG Sports? I'm Simon Preston and I'm from over on Reggae Boyz commentary. I've been asked by Chris to do a video about Reggae Boyz and how things have been progressing in 2018. Well, this calendar year has been an interesting one for the Jamaicans, you could say. The team has only lost one game, and that was against Ecuador 2-0, but the year started out well, drawing against South Korea, who went on in the World Cup and did well. A South Korean team that was close to full strength, an individual that was part of that game against Jamaica and who scored as well. Kim Shun-wook, standing at 6 feet 6 inches tall. He was a member of South Korea's World Cup squad. He made an impact as well. And then after that, we had a number of friendly internationals against Caribbean teams. We played the likes of Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, Grenada, Barbados, and we got results. In a number of them we drew games, especially against Antigua and against Barbados. And then came the CONCACAF Nations League against the Cayman Islands, which Jamaica won 4-0. I would say, in terms of players that have been introduced to the Reggae Boyz setup in 2018, I've been most impressed with Peter Lee Vassell. He now has 4 international goals for Jamaica, and he hasn't even played 10 games as yet. It just shows what he has been doing from a deeper sort of role, and the way that he has been making an impact on the national team. Darren Mattox has some goals under his belt as well this calendar year, but I still feel that it's like you have to give him 3 chances for him to put away one of them. If he can be more clinical, then that's something that would bode well moving forward. Now, is there any players going into 2019? I know that we have a few more games left for this calendar year. Our friendly internationals against Cuba have been scrapped aside, have been cancelled because Cuba have been unable to secure flights to Jamaica. So Jamaica is going to play Bonaire in October 14. That is going to be played in Curacao, and November 17 at the National Stadium. Well, not at the National Stadium, but in Jamaica. Jamaica will play Suriname, also in the CONCACAF Nations League. In 2019, new players I would like to see in part of Jamaica's player pool. I would like to see Rabel Morrison part of the setup, the former Manchester United player. I think that he adds a bit more energy that we can utilise in the midfield, and a player that can make a good impact for us. In addition to him, a former Jamaica under-17 and under-20 striker. His name is Nathaniel Adamalekun. Nathaniel Adamalekun was a member of Jamaica's squad under Andrew Edwards that played in the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship in 2015 in Honduras. Scored a number of goals. He's now playing his club football in Portugal in the Portuguese top tier with Victoria, and he's doing quite well. He's had trials in the past in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. He's had trials in Belgium, Austria, Switzerland, Czech Republic, and he's found a home now in Portugal, the first Jamaican to be playing their club football in Portugal, and the second after Alex Bunbury of Guyana. Well, Guyanese born, you could say, so second Caribbean player that is playing in Portugal. So those are 2 players that I would introduce to the pool. In terms of young players that I would bring forward from the under-20 setup, there's not much that I would say, because the last under-20 setup that we had, they didn't even make it to the CONCACAF final round. Under Coach Bibi Gardner, there wasn't a huge impetus. But as it relates to the under-20 setup that we have currently now, and especially from that Cavalier team that has been doing so brilliantly, Jamoy Topi I would introduce in 2019, and in addition to him, to have Alex Marshall play a more pivotal role in the national setup. He's made his debut last year for the Reggae Boyz, so now it'll be interesting to see if he can merge his way into a starting 11 role. Well guys, I'm Simon Preston, and I'm from over on Reggae Boyz commentary. Don't forget to check out all the content on CG Sports by Chris. He's doing some brilliant work. And you want to check out some of my content as well, you can come over to Reggae Boyz commentary as well. The link will be in the description below, and Chris will leave all of those details. So it is nice catching up with you guys. Leave your thoughts in the comments below as well. What do you think about the future of the national team here in Jamaica? Do you think that the team has potential? Would you like to see more overseas-based players be introduced? Do you want to see less overseas-based players being introduced? You think about Adrian Mariappa, Michael Hector. Are there other names that you would like to see? Kevin Stewart, for an example, a former Liverpool midfielder. Ron Ince, a hard-working holding midfielder. That's another name that could be thrown in the ring as well. Other players that could be part of the mix: Scott Sinclair has been doing quite well over in Celtic in the Scottish Premiership. Alongside him, who else? Lewis McGugan, another name that we could perhaps put in the mix. Reece Oxford. So let me know, what do you guys think about this in the comments below, and thanks very much for tuning in.